Have you ever felt like something is holding you back from reaching your goals? Do you find yourself wishing you had more focus, more control over your emotions, or simply more time to do what truly matters? Do you struggle to stay focused on your goals only to be distracted by fleeting pleasures? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to English Journey, the channel that helps you grow personally while mastering English. I'm Celine, and I'm here to help you every day with new videos. Today, we're diving into a powerful book called Discipline is Destiny by Ryan Holiday. It's a guide to understanding and using self-control in your life. This book shows us that discipline isn't about being rigid or joyless. It's about creating the balance to enjoy life while staying committed to your aspirations. If you find this summary helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We'll have important lessons and a short quiz at the end, so stay with us. What is self-discipline? Self-discipline is about having control over your actions, thoughts, and feelings. It means you can manage yourself to reach your goals. Think of it like this. Your mind has two parts, a lower self that wants easy things, and a higher self that wants to work hard and achieve. Self-discipline helps your higher self win. It's the ability to keep your lower self in check and strengthen your higher self. It involves working hard, practicing good habits, enduring challenges, setting boundaries, and turning a blind eye to temptations. In short, it's about living a life guided by principles, moderation, and determination. Many people think self-discipline means you cannot enjoy life, but that is not true. It is about finding a balance so you can enjoy life and still work towards your dreams. It helps you say no to distractions and yes to what is important. Discipline is not a burden. It is a superpower that transforms your life. It's about using control to open up a world of opportunity. Let's look at this deeper. President Eisenhower once said that freedom is the opportunity for self-discipline. This means that without self-discipline, things that seem to make us free, like technology or success, can actually make us lose direction and purpose. Access to many things without self-restraint can lead to imbalance and dysfunction. With self-discipline, you can truly be free and powerful. The Stoic philosopher Seneca taught a similar lesson. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. This kind of power comes from restraint and the ability to persuade, compromise, and practice patience. Embracing this disciplined lifestyle will likely make you more successful, and more importantly, it will make you great, no matter what happens. How to build self-discipline. Let's look at some simple ways to build self-discipline in your daily life. These strategies will help you build productive habits, stay committed, and make the most of every moment. 1. Wake up early. 1. Powerful habit is to wake up early. It might seem hard to leave your warm bed when it's still dark, but disciplined people do it for good reasons. They have strong reasons that drive them. Focus and energy. When you wake up early, the world is quiet. There are no distractions, making it a unique opportunity to work with unmatched focus and energy. This is a great time to think clearly, work on important tasks, or learn something new. Your mind is fresh and at its sharpest, and you can produce your best ideas during this time. More time for goals. If you wake up late, your day quickly fills with job responsibilities, family commitments, and daily chores. These tasks rarely help you grow personally. Waking up even 1 hour earlier can greatly increase what you can undo and dramatically impact your productivity. It allows you to think about what is missing in your life, review your goals, and plan for better results. Master your mornings. Early mornings are when your thinking is freshest and you have the most willpower. If you get enough sleep, you can get up and start before the day's problems wear you down. Even people from long ago understood the power of waking up early. They woke up at dawn to work in their fields or hunt. Their lives were simple, but they took their responsibilities seriously. This simple habit can help you take big steps toward becoming the person you want to be. So, rise early, take control of the day, and take one more step toward your aspirations. Imagine what you could achieve with just 1 extra hour of focused work each day. 2. Just show up. The next important habit that will increase your discipline is simply showing up every day. This means doing the work you planned, even when you don't feel like it or are uninspired. Consistency is key. It's not about how much you do or if you do it perfectly. It's about doing something every day. For example, if you want to write a book, try writing a few sentences daily. If you want to get stronger, walk for 10 minutes. This consistency is your secret superpower to success, not sheer inspiration or brilliance. Don't wait for motivation. Many people wait for the perfect moment or a burst of inspiration. But success comes to those who act, even when they are tired, busy, or don't have to. They don't wait for the right mood. Effort creates opportunities. You might not control the results of your actions, but you can control the actions themselves. Every small step you take brings you closer to your dreams. Over time, this consistent effort will put you ahead of most people. Even if you think you lack the skills, the effort itself creates opportunities. Build on momentum. Once you have shown up, you will often find that you can build on your progress. Maybe 10 minutes of running will become half an hour, or one sentence will turn into a page. Remember, doing something small is always better than doing nothing at all. Discipline is the base of success. Even if you are very intelligent, you will not achieve greatness without consistency and effort. One productive day won't fulfill your dreams, but steady progress will. The work you put in today might not show results immediately, but its impact will be clear tomorrow. So, take control of your emotions, show up, and commit to the process. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. 3. Seek discomfort. Modern life often makes things very easy. You can receive money online with a single click, order steaming hot meals, and shop without stepping out of your home. But too much comfort can be a problem because it can become an addiction. It can make us weak, dependent, and afraid of losing what we have. Build resilience. Life will not always be easy, and the future is unpredictable. To be ready for difficult times, you need to challenge yourself. Incorporate physically challenging activities into your day, something a little uncomfortable. For example, take cold showers, lift weights, try sleeping on the ground, or spend a few days without the internet. Push your limits and embrace discomfort. Don't let comfort control you. If you surround yourself with too much comfort, you are preparing yourself for failure. By being hard on yourself, you will toughen yourself up. You will also make it impossible for others to be hard on you. When you can be content with less, you will ultimately be richer, freer, and more powerful. This prepares you to face whatever comes your way. Finding balance is important. Don't be too harsh on yourself, but don't indulge too much either. Enjoy some comfort, but continuously test your limits. Discomfort is not your enemy, it is your greatest teacher. Start seeking it today, and you will discover a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. The Stoics ate a simple diet and exercised vigorously, not to show off, but to develop the physical strength needed to face life's hardships. Being self-disciplined with your body means boosting your endurance and investing in yourself for the long term, so you can live longer and better. It's about realizing your potential and being able to fight against laziness, weakness, and tough circumstances. 4. Keep the main thing the main thing. One of the most important keys to success is learning to set boundaries and avoid distractions. Without learning how to eliminate distractions, you will always find yourself falling behind. Focus on priorities. Successful people block time each day to focus on one important task. Only after they finish their main priorities do they do other things like attending parties, watching TV, or answering calls. Learn to say no. Saying yes to everything often means you are not clear about your purpose. To find your purpose, ask yourself, what are my priorities? What more can I do for my career, family, and community? What should I focus on right now? Once you know the answers, commit to one thing and say no to everything else. By constantly saying yes, you can harm your professional life, lose peace of mind, and reduce your happiness. Distractions rob time. Distractions don't just harm your career, they take valuable time you could spend relaxing, reading, or enjoying moments with your family. Every yes to others is a no to time with your children, cleaning your home, or romantic moments with your partner. The blame doesn't lie with others for distracting you. It lies with you for allowing it. Avoid multitasking. Multitasking is a myth. You cannot do everything well at once. Success comes only when you focus on the right things. Next time you are about to say yes to something, ask yourself, what will I have to give up to do this? This question will help you remember your priorities and motivate you to say no. Stay focused, set clear boundaries, and keep your main goals as the most important things. Don't waste time chasing new trends or trying everything, because trying everything means you will never succeed in anything. It's also vital to recognize your limits. Take on only as much as you can handle. If you're afraid to say no, start practicing. Saying no isn't rude. It's about aligning with your vision for life. Overcommitting leads to exhaustion, lost focus, and drifting away from your dreams. 5. Perfectionism is a vice. Perfectionism is an obsession with doing things flawlessly. While striving for perfection can sometimes be beneficial, it is often unproductive and even destructive. Don't wait for perfect. Perfectionism can be a way to delay action, often used as a mask for procrastination. You might wait for the perfect conditions or motivation, claiming you are waiting for the ideal circumstances. But waiting means you miss opportunities. You end up stuck on one task, unable to move forward, while many other achievements remain out of reach. This mindset can trap you into working endlessly to deliver only the best. However, in reality, this isn't discipline or productivity. It's self-centeredness. The truth is, most people don't care as much about your work as you think they do. Progress over perfection. Instead of trying to be perfect, aim to do your best and finish the task. It's important to keep moving forward, even if things are not perfect. An obsession with not having any flaws means missing the opportunity to get things done and learn from them. If you are pursuing a goal, you cannot stop just because things are not perfect. Halting progress due to imperfections is a sign of fear. Learn from mistakes. When you try to be perfect, you might be afraid of making mistakes, but mistakes are a natural part of learning and growing. When you fall short, which you inevitably will, on your diet, running plan, or morning routine, don't give up. We make standards to aspire toward them, not to use them as excuses to quit. Remember, failure isn't forever, and it's a chance to grow. The process of creating should be enjoyable, but when people forget this, all they are left with is frustration, stress, and disappointment. If you're stuck on a task because of perfectionism, what you need is a push, whether it's self-motivation or help from a friend or mentor. Breaking free from perfectionism is essential. Instead of waiting for inspiration or the perfect moment, dive into your work and finish it. After all, what if the inspiration you're waiting for never comes? Progress, no matter how imperfect, is always better than standing still. 6. Can you get back up? Being disciplined doesn't mean you will never face failure. It means that when life knocks you down, you have the strength to get back up. Challenges, setbacks, and even defeats are inevitable. What truly matters is how you react to them. Learn and grow. If you have the resolve to stand back up, you will learn from the experience, grow stronger, and improve. But if you let failure define you and refuse to try again, you will remain a loser. Accept imperfections. Life is far from perfect, and neither are people. You will make mistakes. Accepting those mistakes is crucial. If you are a perfectionist, you will need to manage your high standards and embrace your imperfections. Otherwise, every failure will feel too big to overcome, making it harder for you to rise again. Fight on. The key to moving forward is setting your ego aside and learning from your mistakes. You have responsibilities to fulfill, a life to live, and a future to build. You were not placed here to let a few mistakes defeat you. You're here to pursue a mission, and that requires fighting on no matter how you feel. True professionals never give up. They keep working because they are passionate about what they do. When you are deeply connected to your purpose, failure isn't the end. It's just another step on your journey. Rise again. Don't let a single failure take away your happiness and your calling. Discipline is not about avoiding failure. It's about finding the courage to stand back up. Like a boxer who regains a championship, you can rise again, stronger and better equipped to face whatever comes your way. Your reaction to failure defines your destiny. 7. Money is a dangerous tool. We all work hard to achieve financial freedom, but the pursuit of money can sometimes take away life's joy. People struggling with poverty often sacrifice their present happiness for the sake of building a better future. On the other hand, wealthy individuals may spend money recklessly, living in the moment and forgetting to save or invest for the future. Find balance. Neither approach is ideal. Life requires balance. When we have money, we can spend it as we wish, but only if the reasons are meaningful and justified. When we don't have money, we must work hard to improve our finances, but we shouldn't forget to enjoy life along the way. Money buys freedom, not happiness. No amount of money can buy true happiness. Both the rich and the poor face their own struggles, and no one in this world is entirely free or happy. The purpose of money is to buy freedom, not happiness. When you have enough to cover your needs and explore opportunities, you should be grateful. But when you are constantly worried about money, you become a slave to your desires. Financial choices and goals. It's up to you to decide. Will you use money as a tool to achieve your goals, or will you make it the central focus of your life? Ensure your financial choices align with your goals. Many people who grow up lacking love or basic needs try to compensate by proving their worth through wealth. However, this doesn't lead to true happiness. 8. Tolerant with others, strict with yourself. It's important to be strict with yourself and take responsibility for your actions. However, being overly critical of others is not helpful. Control your own actions. You can only control your actions, not those of others. If you constantly criticize others for their shortcomings, you will only make yourself unhappy while they continue to enjoy their lives. Live your life according to your own standards and let others live theirs. Accept differences. To become a stronger, more disciplined individual, you must practice self-discipline daily. This means holding yourself accountable for your decisions, questioning your actions, and striving to learn and grow. However, you also need to accept that some people prefer a more relaxed lifestyle. Learn to tolerate their choices and try to see their positive qualities instead of focusing on their weaknesses. No one is entirely good or bad. We all have both strengths and flaws. Inspire, don't judge. Tolerating others may sound easy, but it's a difficult skill to master. If you are talented or a great leader, you may struggle to accept less from your team members. But people are different. Not everyone shares the same passion, talent, or intelligence. When you become a tolerant leader, people enjoy learning from you. Your goal isn't to change everyone, but to inspire them. Be humble, not rude. Be your own friend. As a self-disciplined person, you hold yourself to high standards, challenge your limits, and don't accept excuses. But that doesn't mean you should hurt or hate yourself when you mess up. Everyone you've ever looked up to has made mistakes, gotten angry, or been less than ideal. If you had witnessed those moments, you would have encouraged them to carry on, convincing them it wasn't the end of the world. So be your own friend and use your self-love and support to grow and thrive in moments of difficulty. The journey towards self-discipline isn't easy, but it's worth it. This philosophy is about being useful, bringing assistance, and considering the interests of all people. You are one of those people. Aligning body, mind, and spirit. To achieve true greatness, you need to align your body, mind, and spirit. Ancient people saw charioteers as a great example of temperance because they had to do many things at once to win a race. They had to make their horses run fast while keeping them under control, stay mentally focused, steer through difficult turns, and remain calm in danger. This shows a perfect alignment of physical, mental, and spiritual self-discipline. When you practice self-discipline with your body, you empower your mind to work at its full potential. If you are physically tired, your brain cannot do its job well. But physical discipline is not enough. Your life can still be messy if your mind is easily distracted or filled with bad moods. So, after controlling your body, you must moderate your mind. This means staying balanced in how you feel, think, and respond to life's chaos. There is a brief moment between something that happens and your reaction. You can use this moment to think, gather yourself, and wait for more information. Or you can react quickly with anger or blame. Bad situations will not get better with bad reactions. They will only get worse. So practice patience in that tiny moment before you react. Ask yourself if what you are feeling is truly accurate, or if it is as upsetting as it seems. Do not let fear, anger, or prejudice control your mind. Another important part of disciplining your mind is learning to focus. In a world full of distractions, it takes great self-control to truly focus on an idea or solve a difficult problem. So practice ignoring things that are not important. See how it feels to deeply commit to your inspiration. Finally, self-discipline doesn't mean much if it's not balanced by kindness, compassion, and love. The path of temperance is strict, but it's about becoming your best self, not about being alone. People might not always understand your choices, but as you continue on your path of virtue, you will become kinder and more willing to accept others. You will realize that everyone is on their own journey, doing their best. You are not here to judge, but to accept, encourage, and inspire them to be better. Recap takeaways. Let's quickly review the main lessons from Discipline is Destiny to ensure they stay with you long after this summary ends. Wake up early for focus and more productive time, embracing the peace and focus of this time to make all the difference. Just show up and be consistent every day, regardless of how you feel. This consistent action is a superpower. Seek discomfort to build strength and resilience, as a comfortable life can be a trap, leaving you unprepared for life's inevitable challenges. Set boundaries and say no to distractions, learning to politely decline anything that doesn't serve your growth or align with your goals. Avoid perfectionism. Progress matters more than flawlessness, so focus on completing tasks even if they aren't perfect. Learn to get it back up after failures. True success lies in your ability to rise after falling, learning from setbacks and moving forward stronger. Use money as a tool for freedom, not as your main focus. Strive for a balance between spending, saving, and investing. Be tolerant with others, but strict with yourself. Focus on controlling your own actions and feelings rather than judging others. Align your body, mind, and spirit to achieve greatness and true balance in life. Self-discipline is the cornerstone of a successful life. It strengthens your body, mind, and soul, making you more resilient and adaptable. Remember, it's not about being perfect, but about continuous learning and improvement. Stay humble no matter how rich or successful you become, and focus on controlling your actions rather than judging others. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to English Journey for more videos that help you improve your English and your life. Quiz time! It's time for a short quiz to see what you remember. Please answer these questions in the comments below. Question 1. What is one big benefit of waking up early? Question 2. What does just show up mean in terms of discipline? Question 3. Why is seeking discomfort important? Question 4. What is the danger of perfectionism? Question 5. According to the book, what is the true purpose of money? Don't forget to share your answers in the comments. Thank you for joining me on English Journey today. Remember, books are powerful tools to grow your English and your life. The journey towards self-discipline isn't easy, but it's worth it. By practicing discipline daily, you'll unlock your potential and achieve greatness. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep moving forward. You've got this. See you next time.